Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 1001 Games. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and it has been a little while. My uploading schedule has certainly become a little more chaotic these days. We are playing a Dungeons and Dragons game, by the way. I used to love D&D back in the day. I always really loved the concept of D&D, but truthfully, I really didn't have too many opportunities to ever play it. I played it a handful of times in high school with some friends, and I did play some D&D RPGs over the years, but not too many computer games. There was the old DOS era ones, the Pools of Radiance. I played those the most, and actually really liked those. I've always loved RPGs, just physically in person, the actual tabletop RPGing. I've only done a handful of times in my life, I don't know, maybe 20 times over the years. It's always a fun time. But anyway, today we get to play Neverwinter Nights. But yes, as I was saying, my upload schedule has been a little erratic over this past year. I've mentioned it before, but since there has been a 2-week gap, thought I'd just fill you guys in. It's just a busy time of year and life, between family and career stuff and everything else going on. Sometimes it's hard to find the time to make all the videos that I want to make, and of course I am developing my own games these days, which also takes time. So it is what it is, but I'm still here. We're still chugging away, and we are so close to the finish line of the 1001 games that we definitely don't want to end. But sometimes I feel like a guy who's being attacked by a minotaur as I desperately try to keep it together, and then I slaughter that minotaur, and that's me making a new video, and the minotaur is the monkey that comes off my back as a result. Yeah, there we go. Neverwinter Nights. Yeah! Okay, I'm going to try and adjust the volume here a little bit. I also record a little differently than I used to in the past. I have a slightly more streamlined version for recording, but it also requires that I sort of in real time monitor the volume. It's just, long story short, it's just 10 times faster for me to record these days, which is why I switched. Even if it's slightly less optical for being able to fix things. I can fix things in post if I have to, but it's better not to. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop in here. So I've never played this game before, but from what I saw when I booted it up just to check it out, it looks like there's all sorts of different campaigns that we can play. The Wailing Death. You find yourself at the center of intrigue, betrayal, and dark magic. Journey through dangerous cities, monster-filled dungeons, and deep uncharted wilderness. All right. There's also The Shadows of the Unrentide. Developed by BioWare in 2002. Another adventure under the shadows of Unrentide. Excuse me. I've had this throat tickle forever, and it just does not go away. I've heard people talk about long COVID. I wonder if this is what it is. I definitely got all my COVID vaccines and stuff, but then everyone at some point I got COVID, which I think some people out there would be like, well, why'd you get the vaccine? It's well, why do you wear a seatbelt when you drive in a car? Doesn't prevent the accident, it just makes it a lot less intense when you get it. So I got COVID and I didn't die. That's why I took the vaccine, folks. This expansion continues the adventure started in Shadows. Okay, so this here, the Wailing Death, this is the first chapter. This is the one that we'll do. It's cool how there's all sorts of other adventures to do. I know that in D&D, obviously, there's no single adventure that is D&D. It's just a series of different adventures that you can select. And also, it looks like there's community-created ones, premium ones. Pretty cool. Different authors. Really cool idea to involve the community. I always love when the community can do stuff. I grew up on Doom, and that game was so moddable. People made whole, they called them TCs, or total conversions, back in the day. Doom, and I remember there was a Star Wars Warcraft 2 total conversion back in the day. Very often in these early internet times, these projects were never fully finished, but even just the idea that you could convert these things was really cool. Anyway, we'll do the Wailing Death, and we'll do the Prelude. Lady Arabeth herself has ordered the Academy to send you an invitation to come and train. Module serves as an introduction. Alright, let's do it, BioWare. And we will... Let's select a pre-made character. Alvin Darkstar, a wizard. Andoran Fireblood, a sorcerer. Oh, he's like an orc. Chaotic Evil. Chaotic Good. Oh yeah, you know the Dungeons and Dragons alignment system always confused me as a kid, and even as an adult, I need that chart where it's like Han Solo is chaotic neutral or whatever, you know, like I need to see, because I always thought, like, why would you want a chaotic evil character? Aren't you supposed to be heroes? But I mean, obviously in D&D, the fun part is being able to be whoever you want. But yeah, lawful good, neutral evil. It just feels like you shouldn't pick an evil character. You know what I mean? I think I tended to lean towards neutral, typically. You know what? I have an idea. Actually, I do want to create a character. Changed my mind. Create a new character. Gender. Gender, male's fine. Race. I always like to be dwarves, because I like to be like a dwarven fighter or thief. +2 constitution, -2 charisma. What? Elves can be charming. Elves are more dexterous and less charisma. Gnomes are weak. Halflings are weak. Half-elves have something else going on. Orcs are dumb and not very charismatic. Oh, poor orcs. I'll be dwarf. And portrait. There's a lot of options here. Oh, you could just be an abstract symbol. I'm an orc. My symbol is a lute. I guess there's not that many actual faces. I guess I'll be this guy. He looks dwarfish. Class. Barbarian, bard, cleric, druid, fighter. I remember, I feel like classic D&D where it's like fighter, thief, cleric, wizard. Like, I think that's about it. Actually, no, real classic D&D, it was like your race was your class, wasn't it? Where like dwarves, like your class could be dwarf. So it's like your race is your class. Now I'm forgetting, but like some of these, like monk, ranger, druid, bard, these I feel like came in later, or at least I'm less familiar with them. Probably is more accurate. They probably were always around. Do we be a rogue? I'll be a fighter. It's nice and simple. Alignment, true neutral. That's what I always picked, guys. I didn't want to be good and I didn't want to be bad. At least I give you a description. Chaotic evil characters, whatever his greed, hatred, and lust drive him to do. Individualistic, resents restrictions. Chaotic good. Acts as conscious, directs with little regard for others. Expect. Maybe chaotic good. What are these other evils? A neutral evil villain does whatever she can get away with, shedding no tears for who she harms. A lawful evil methodically takes what he wants within the limits of his code of conduct. Cares about traditional loyalty, but not about freedom. Nah. I feel like chaotic good is pretty cool. A neutral good character is best be a good person. Of the others, works with kings and magistrates, but does not feel beholden to them. Lawful good is like the goody two-shoes. I want chaotic good. I am good, but I do not follow the rules. I do whatever my conscience demands. I suggest you make use of the recommended button. Okay. So in classic D&D, you just roll 3d6 for each of these, and like you can get characters that were really overpowered or really underpowered. I'm gonna throw some strength and dexterity, constitution in there. I don't really need wisdom or intelligence. A bit of charisma doesn't hurt anything. A little intelligence is okay. Then we'll pump the rest into that. Excuse me. We'll do some more dexterity. All right. Maybe we'll drop the charisma a bit. Constitution. That's like your toughness. Yeah, strength, dexterity, constitution, wisdom, intelligence, charisma. These are the classic 6 D&D traits. Reigning points cost to increase. I don't know what that means. All right. Packages. Default fighter. I could be a pirate, a glass. See, this kind of subclass stuff. A katana. Let's be default. We didn't have that back in the day. Oh, look, it's a little 3D guy. Let's give him an awesome beard. I picture like a big beard. It's pretty beardy. Oh my! Wait, what happened? Where did all his clothes go? Yeah, he's just a raw little dude. Okay, clothing. Oh, he could be a fancy prince. Or a wizard. That looks pretty. That's more like orc dressing. I feel like my guy needs a shirt. Or he doesn't need it, but I feel like he would wear one. With sleeves, probably. Like, that's okay. Alright, and hair color, I want to go gray. Skin color, let's go a little darker here. Kind of like an olive tone. Look at all these options. That's weird. It's a really weird color palette to give you access to. It's nice you can customize, but like, where are the actual skin tones? Like there, sure, that's fine. His hair's a little white. Oh, that was a blue. I thought I picked gray. Wait, didn't I? Yeah, that looks gray to me. Here? Oh, this purple? Where's white? I want a bit of gray. There we go. Alright, sure, that's all fine. First name. You guys know what I'm going for. Lord Mazix. That was I've used that in other RPGs that we've played on the channel. That's the name I always used to give my dwarves back in the day. I don't know why, but it's what I used to do. Age 50. Yeah. He's approaching retirement. Last name Brutantannel. Call him B-Dog for short. You can select a deity. Enter the name of your deity. J the game. Generate. No, don't generate a name. A male manic psychotic. What about just brash persistent is sufficient. I like how they give you all these variations of voices, but in terms of like portraits, it's like this guy or one other bearded guy, and that's it. That's all you get. Alright, this is all fine. Let's just do it.
The Frozen North.
Frozen North.
The name given to the stark and unforgiving frontier that lies beyond the high moor of Faerun. A bleak wilderness where barbarian clans and tribes of giants roam the land and fierce dragons rule the skies. But amidst the frozen savagery stands a bastion of civilization, the city of Neverwinter, Jewel of the North. Behind the city's high walls, those both hardy and brave carve out an existence from this bleak land under the guidance and protection of the legendary hero, Lord Nasher Alagonda. Yet there are some things that all the courage in the world cannot stand against. A virulent plague swept the city, a terrible affliction that began in the beggar's nest. Soon, all of Neverwinter would feel the touch of the wailing death. The disease could not be cured. Panic ensued. The streets erupted into violence. The Jewel of the North was brought to its knees. To save Neverwinter, Lady Aribeth de Tilmarand, Paladin of Tyr, and Lord Nasher's right hand put forth the call for a champion. A rush of would-be heroes answered her call, some drawn by promises of grandeur and glory, others by the lure of gold. Those with the greatest potential were initiated into the academy to train and study under the greatest minds of Neverwinter, all in the hopes...
I like how they have this plague and their solution is let's get a hero that can go into a dungeon or something. Like a very D&D solution to a plague.
Might be behind it.
Alright, so we gotta hunt down the guy who's like poisoning things, which unless this guy is trained in epigenetics, I'm not sure if my heroes up to task. Your journey has been updated. You're now in PvP mode. Okay. What do I do? Unpause. Alright, here's my guy. Uninjured Pavel. Hello? Finally, you're up. Oh, here, let me adjust the volumes a bit. I'll probably still have to talk over it because things are a little quiet in the game. Continue. My name is Pavel. I'm one of the new recruits. I just arrived here at the academy. Yes, I am Mazik's B-Dog. It's true what they say about you that Lady Erebeth herself ordered for you to hear. It's both an honor and a privilege. You're pretty modest for someone who's got such high expectations, blah, blah, blah. My brother Bim and I were working here. We knew the city was suffering. Thank the gods I accepted into the academy. I wouldn't want to be out there. I'm not interested in chatting with you. I guess you want to get on with your training. Good luck. Yeah. At least I can be honest with that guy. Alright, so sort of a 3D point and click kind of adventure. Get that, I get that. Alright, let's see where we need to go. I wonder, can I press tab? Oh, tab shows me all the things. I was going to say if it shows me a map. Let's go ahead and get out of here. This door is presently barred from the other side, but it shows signs of recent use.
I saw you talking to my brother Paul.
Okay.
My name is Bim. If
I can give you a short tutorial on adventuring. Oops. I meant to click OK. Oh well, whatever, we'll figure it out. I'm sure, like, by today's modern standards of gaming, we've done enough that we can figure out basic combat. Alright. Hello there, Maziks. Come get some supplies from Oligard. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. He's telling me about my inventory. Wait, okay, let's actually listen. To access your inventory, press the I button. Go ahead and do that now if you want. It won't interrupt this conversation. Alright, so this is a warrior's tunic. And that is studded leather. So armor class lower is better, I believe. So that's good. We also... Oh, and he's got this. A chain shirt. No, that's worse. Wait, is it? Is higher armor class better or worse? I know they changed it at one point. Top shows your equipped inventory. There's slots for your weapons and armor belts. The bottom is stored in your backpack. To equip an item, simply drag it. Right-click an item. You'll see a menu to examine. Examine. Piecemeal. Base armor class is 0. Shoot, I wish it told me if armor class high or low is good. But I guess I'll do that. Oh, you can dual wield. Oh wait, that's a torch. Oh, I thought that was a... whatchamacallit, like a club. Alright, good. Examine a magical item. The game will automatically check your lore. Blah, blah, blah. Understand. A good time to teach you. Interested in seeing my store. I don't need a tutorial on that. Don't need a tutorial. Okay to go through the prattling. So you want to see my inventory now? Yes. Okay. Priest's robe. How many gold do I have? I got 50. These are all 1 gold piece, so they probably suck. I'll buy a small shield. I don't want to spend all my gold on it, but I imagine having a shield is probably decent. And you don't have any helmets or anything, eh? Padded armor. What about weapons? Oh, here we go. Battle axe. What have I got right now? Short sword. So what's better than a short sword? A rapier? Quarterstaff? A warhammer? How about a long sword? It's got to be good, right? Can I afford that? Yep. And then can I do that? There we go. Now we're talking, baby. Keep the short sword just in case there's some advantage to it. Maybe it's faster attacking or something. Alright, I don't need to see anything else. Alright, thanks. Thanks for the tips, dude. And I imagine we just go off this way. Does this lady have to tell us? You're one of the students here at the academy. I am. If I can give you a quick tutorial on how to use your map and journal. Ah, sure. Journal is J, brings up the character. Go ahead and click on speaking to Berna. Oh yes, look. I made a journal entry about the very woman I am currently speaking to. M for map, right? Yeah, I got it. Goodbye. I got it figured out. It's fine. What if you can make it bigger? Zoom in. There we go. Nice big map. I can see where you're going. Oh, and it's live too. Look at that. Okay. So wait, if I go in here... Oh, I haven't talked to this guy. I'll turn my map off.
Time you showed up, recruit.
As far as your worthless hide is concerned, you can call me sir. Oh, okay. Ichira recruits. I already know everything I need to know about combat. I'm just gonna figure it out, dudes. I'm not interested. Alright. Let me go fight some guys. This is taking too long. I'm impatient. Combat dummy. Alright, seems pretty straightforward. Attacks combat dummy hit for 20. Alright, we utterly destroyed that combat dummy. Okay, so it's point and click. Should be pretty straightforward.
Battle is on!
I like how you can hold tab and it just highlights everything. Oh, and you can zoom out. Oh, and you can rotate. Alright. Easy. Easy peasy.
What the? My weapon does nothing.
A weapons rack. Let's check that out. Oh, we can just take stuff. Short bow. Sling. I don't really want a ranged weapon, though. I guess it's for practicing your targets. We open this. Oh, there's like things in here to fight.
All fun and games. All fun and games.
I wonder if I had like a ranged weapon, if I could attack those guys. Oh, here we go. A hook horror. Alright, well, I'm looking forward to killing some stuff. So, I guess we gotta have to go, like, down this way. And if I'm following the map correctly, what's in here? Nothing? What's in here? Also nothing. Okay, can I open this door? Okay, that kind of goes back the direction I came. So what's in here? Presently barred. Okay, what does this guy say? Assembly chambers reserved for academy students. Go finish your training. Alright, whatever. Try going up here. I like that you can rotate it around. You get some cool views here. Only clerics and druids may undertake the trials of faith. Whoa. Alright, well I don't have any faith in any of ya punks. We're going this way, man. Looks like where the thieves go. Who's this? Silk.
Looking for a good time.
Looking for a good time? You know my name. Don't worry, it's nothing sinister, just a little harmless spying. Alright. She just wants to train me. I thought she was an actual, you know where I'm going with this. Need to speak to Keta, she's the one in charge here, alright. What is my, let me open my journal here. Combat training. You have trained long and hard. Of course I have. Game options. I wanted to see if there was like an objectives. What's this? Map, journal, rest, options. Player list, spellbook, character sheet, inventory. Options? No, like objectives, eh? Okay. The only other thing I can think to do... Oh, well, there's something in here.
Hey there. Welcome
Eloquent Academy. I'm Drew, resident master of the arcane. I don't want to do any magic here. I just want to fight things. Statue. Okay, which rooms have I not explored? Because that'll dictate where I need to go, probably. I think I've kind of explored... Oops. Everything. I guess there's one room down here that I haven't. Oh, goodness. There we go. That room looks important. Locked. Find the proper key. Okay, can I go in there? What does this guy say? The assembly chamber is reserved for academy students who have completed their training. Lady Arabeth. Training things. Can't go until you finish your training. You have to report to Herbin to finish your combat training. Hurry up, he doesn't like to be kept waiting. Back down this hall, I'll take the second door on your left. Oh, okay, at least they tell you. I wish they had a checkpoint, but that's okay. Go finish our combat training and then we'll get the hell out of here. Go fight some monsters. Alright, so somewhere in here is a guy named Herbert, or Herbeth. Erden, Gilbert, Ferdinand, Hewitt?
So Harbin sent you over for your
want to take the test with melee weapons. Talk to Dandy. I'm ready for the range trial and dialogue. Alright, fine. Fine. Go ahead and
Evil shall never
that. What is this? Wait, did that work? What happened to those bolts? Okay. Now if I do this, that, and can I attack that?
That shot was taken too close to the target. It doesn't count.
Move back and try again.
My weapon does nothing.
Nice shot. I need to talk to you.
Yes, congratulations are in order.
Ah, okay. My days at the academy are over. So I've been thoroughly trained. Thoroughly trained. Well, you know what? Having a crossbow, sure, I'll take it. I just wanted to stick with my sword and shield, but I went the wrong way, didn't I? Go back here. And I kind of gotta go this way. Wish this map would kind of rotate. It's a little difficult to like follow where I am. Kind of want it to rotate with my guy. Okay, like I think I'm walking in the direction of the map right now. Alright.
Now that you've finished your
Alright. I can now leave. Training complete. Okay, so now do we get to fight things? Lady Arabeth.
Congratulations. I have
She congratulates me. And oh, what is happening here? Oh, being attacked. Alright. Kill some of these dudes. Oh man, she has laser powers? Maybe the dwarf was a bad move. Alright, dead.
I must speak with you.
Hello. He's like, I have to speak with you. I'm like, I'm right here. A number of creatures were brought to Waterdeep. We tried to keep this information secret.
This attack reveals our secret as well.
I fear the academy is under assault. Neverwinter's many enemies, and God knows who behind this attack. You must protect Waterhaven. Where can I find these creatures? I would take you to the creatures if I could. Our attackers appear here in this room. Is unlikely their arrival will center at me. Even now our enemies must be watching. Do this alone, Mazix. Go back through the hallway leading to this room and take the corridor to the east, at least to the chambers where the beasts are kept. I will do as you command.
Hurry! Make the fate of Neverwinter.
Alright. I gotta go back through the door. And I gotta go east. What she said.
The battle is on!
Is this a bad guy? Oh, bad guys are here. Oh, he summoned things. Die, weak goblin. Nice. Alright, east. Which way is east? Feels like it's this way. But I think what she was talking about is that, that like dungeon room that had all the beasts. Like how my guy's smart enough to auto attack. Doesn't need me to micromanage him. Alright, we'll go this way, and then probably up here. Is this the right way? No, wait. Aren't the beasts up here in the prison? Oh, more bad guys. Zoom out. Add map pin. Potion of Cure Light Wounds. Okay, these guys are all still locked up. So wait, east. Where did she want me going? Oh, maybe it's that door up there. Okay. Or it could be that door there. I don't know. Oh wait, it could be that door there. I'm gonna come back down here and explore. Oh, so this thing is kind of annoying. I don't want to click on this thing. It just keeps grabbing it by mistake. This thing can just go down. I don't really need it. Okay, is this the door? Yes, alright. Oh, and here we are, guys. The dungeon crawling has begun. My favorite part of D&D was always the idea of like going into a dungeon. I know you can fight in like forests, and you can fight in like haunted villages, and you can fight in all sorts of stuff. I always kind of like the idea of a dungeon that was connected to a cave system. Like if we're walking through a dungeon, then we go into a room and there's like a giant underground waterfall, like a river and stuff, but it's all caves, and then it's like connects back. Oh! Wasn't even paying attention to my health. Respawning will incur. Okay. I guess I should actually attend to my health. I only have 12 hit points. But I always like the idea of a dungeon that attaches to a cave system, I guess is what I'm saying. Excuse me. So I lost 50 experience points, but I have 400, so it's all good. I guess it was, it literally didn't occur to me that in this opening mission I would have any chance of dying. But I guess that's pretty stupid. What is this? PC properties. Cast spell examine. Used for expansion pack 3 to store PC properties used by horse scripts. What the hell? I have a piece of horse that stores my PC properties? No idea if that's a joke or an Easter egg or what the hell that is. Okay, here's a dude. He's uninjured. Hello.
Thank the
gods you're here. I thought those goblins were going to be the death of me. Technically, they killed me, bro. Whole place is crawling with enemies. Please, Mazix, you have to let me join you. Alright. We got a team member, Pavel. Hey, you gonna follow me or what?
Is there something you need?
We'll need your tactics. Stay 6 feet away from me. Okay. That's very much like when you have a companion in Fallout, sort of how they hang around with you. You talk to them in the first Fallout game to control their stuff. Anyway. Alright, more tough goblin. Kind of keeping an eye on the map here. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is a bad idea. Oh! Just slaughtering these guys. How did one of these guys kill me, I wonder? 'Cause they're just dropping like flies now. I only played D&D a handful of times, but I did have the Hero Quest board game when I was a kid. I don't know if any of you guys remember that, but it was like you literally have like, you have a board, but then you have standees of like walls, bookshelves, chests, different, you know, goblins and stuff, and you would walk around and like set up a dungeon, and it was very D&D like, but you moved on a grid. It was much more sort of, I don't know, specific like that. And I played that a lot as a kid with my brother. But that, I mean, D&D, I think the thing that separates that kind of game from D&D with me is D&D has a lot of story elements and like conversations and like choose your own adventure, whereas Hero Quest is very rule-based. Like you roll a dice, you move 6 spaces, you roll a number and you attack. And D&D does have the attacking, but sometimes the movement is more abstract. Not all Dungeon Masters have an exact grid. But even if they do, there's lots of conversations and choices that you can make that Hero Quest doesn't really have. So that's always what I think elevated D&D to be more interesting to me, even though I really did like Hero Quest. Any fierce enemies? I'm ready to learn how to level up. Then we shall begin the lesson. To level up, you must first access your character record sheet. You can access it by pressing C. Okay, when you have enough experience points, you'll see a flashing level up box. You can click the level up, click different levels, 3 different classes. Okay, after selecting skills, blah, blah, blah. All right. Yeah. So if we just select our guy, select a class, okay, and allocate skill points. Bluff, concentrate, craft armor. There's so many skills. Or it's just like general attacking. Oh, heal's a good one, probably. Heal and parry. Nice simple ones. Feats. Cleave. I'll take it. There we go. And does cleave show up now? Ooh, power attack. Yeah. Alright. Time to party. Anything cool in here? Not really. I always found computer RPGs to be a little more in the direction of Hero Quest than actual D&D. I mean, not that there aren't story elements and stuff, but even the story elements are kind of on like a grid of like, here are your 3 options. In D&D, you can literally say anything to any character, and the Dungeon Master decides how it plays out. So sort of, I think the closest thing we've ever come to replicating real D&D in modern times is nowadays ChatGPT. Because with ChatGPT, you literally can ask it to be a Dungeon Master, and you can play D&D, you know, like the way that you play it with a human. Now, it's debatable as to how good of a job it does as a Dungeon Master, but it's sort of like unlimited degrees of freedom. You can say anything to any character, or try anything in any situation. Whereas a computer game or Hero Quest, there's only so many options you can do in any situation, right? Like, I couldn't say, I want to pick up this bench, and I want to, like, smash it in half and take one of the boards with me to knock out a goblin so I could interrogate him. Neverwinter Nights doesn't know how to do that, but it's like you could theoretically propose that in a normal D&D campaign or to ChatGPT, and you could go off and play a game of D&D. So I always like that sort of limitless possibility, the storytelling element of D&D. That always seemed like the coolest part to me. Because it's like, what would you do? It's fantasy. It's like, what would you, if you were like living as this hero, like what would you do if you could do anything you wanted? And it's like asking, what would you do if you could walk outside right now and do whatever you want? It's sort of a fun little like exercise, like, like there's limitless possibilities. What would I do? It's kind of fun to play it out. Anyway. Slaughtering skeletons, continuing to explore the dungeon here. Is that splint mail any good? Okay, I have to imagine higher armor class is better. So I am going to take a gamble, and I'm going to wear the splint mail. So when I was growing up, armor class of 0 was really good, like -1, -2. And characters had something called THACO. THACO. It was to hit armor class 0. And that was the number you had to roll on a d20 in order to hit somebody who had a 0 armor class. Then if they had 1, you would reduce that number by 1 and so on to make it like the higher your armor class, the easier it is to hit you. I think at some point they revamped that in D&D so that a higher armor class is better, which kind of is more intuitive, makes more sense. But I wasn't sure what armor class they were actually showing in this. I guess this game comes out late enough that it's probably post the armor class being revised. But I really don't know, if I'm being honest with you guys. Oh, that sounds like scary music. Where are we on the map here? We're coming around to a big chamber. Oh, there's some slaughtered guys in here. Oop. Are the skeletons slaughtering the goblins? Is that what we're supposed to take from this? Let's see what you've got. Oh, he's busy fighting there. Uh-oh. Getting spells casted on him. I'm gonna try and strike this guy while he's busy attacking my friend Pavel. Well, Pavel just healed. Eat that, mage. Let's raid all these crates. Yeah. And like in a computer game, there's only like 2 gold in there, but I can clearly see there's like clothes and apples and stuff. In a real D&D RPG, you'd be able to like do stuff with any of that stuff if you wanted. Half plate. Is that better than what I've got? Ooh, armor class 19. Yeah, higher is better. Throwing that away. Wow, the throwaway. I don't know if I did that inefficiently, but that's really funny if that's how long it takes you to throw away stuff. Just toss it on the ground, Mazix. You don't have to gingerly place it. Goblin. Oh god, don't kill me, guys. You have so little health. 15 of 24. I think I had 12. I guess I leveled up. I had 12 hit points at level 1. It would have been fun to be a teenager in the 80s. Like, I was born in the 80s, so I was just a kid. Being a teenager in the 80s and, like, having a character sheet and, like, taking it to different people's houses and doing adventures and leveling that character up. There was a lot of honor system behind that, because you could just go home and, like, write whatever numbers you want on that sheet. But I guess your friends would figure it out. You're not supposed to cheat, so you get in trouble, but... A lot of honor system in that, you know? I'm sure people must have cheated back in the day. Wonder if people got called on it and there were like fights and stuff over it. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Think I'm allowed to leave now? Cannot leave the academy.
You must forgive Dester.
Strain of the Wailing Death rolls heavy on the Hellmates as their leader. Like for a long time. Companion. Yes, I can. We managed to drive off the attackers. What happens now? In any case, discovering their identity is secondary. Our priority must be to recapture creatures. I will help you in this task. On what counts you're capable. Do not know what role you play in this. Okay. Ooh, I leveled up again. I am a fighter. Bluff. Listen. You've earned the skill of listening. Open log and stuff. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop it here. Neverwinter Nights here. I got a... Ooh, he kind of looks good when he glows. He looks like a golden god. I got an initial feel for the game. Yeah, it's a point-and-click D&D style adventure game. Obviously, there's some conversations and decisions that we were skipping through a bit. I could see this game... I mean, it reminds me of Diablo, only a little more... like Diablo is very much just a stats game where you just are about fighting, and there are some decisions, but it's very light. This feels like a slightly more complex conversational decision style game than Diablo, but very similar. Reminds me of it. Definitely, I played a lot of Diablo back in the day, and I'm sure had I had this game, I would have played it as well. Neverwinter Nights here, though. One of the games book, 1001 Video Games, just play before you die. If you did play this back in the day, I'd be curious to hear your own take on this game and like what you enjoyed about it. I had fun here today with it. I do like a real-time point-and-click hack and slash, and as I've sort of been reminiscing with you guys, I do have a fondness for D&D. I liked things like Hero Quest back in the day, even computer RPGs I really loved. I mean, obviously one of my favorite games of all time is an RPG. It's the Battletech Crescent Hawks Inception game, which is quite different from this, but still like very RPG-ish. I loved, you know, building characters, getting skills, becoming more powerful, and going into more complex battles. So yeah, Neverwinter Nights, if you haven't checked it out, you can get it for a good price on GOG these days, especially if you wait for a sale like I did. But again, if you did play this back in the day, I'd love to hear your nostalgic take on the game. Guys, whatever you think of this game, hopefully you enjoyed checking it out with me here today. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff, and I will be back again soon. Hopefully not in 2 weeks, hopefully much sooner than that, assuming life permits, and we will continue on until we finish the 1001 quest. Until next time, my friends, you all take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon. Alrighty, guys. Peace!